doesn't represent anyone anymore. Not since 1984. The government doesn't represent anyone anymore. Since 1984. The name of the film, starring John Hurt, based on the George Orwell novel, set in a year you can't ignore. Even David Bowie has a song called 1984. The government doesn't represent anyone anymore. Not since 1984. The government doesn't represent anyone anymore. The government doesn't represent anyone anymore. That's enough of that crack, you know. I mean, we all fucking know at this stage, I think, that the government are a bunch of self-serving, millionaire, ass-licking golf whackers. That's basically, you know, we all know that, don't we? Anyway, it's a relevant song, right? It's relevant because this particular Spacecast is about a bunch of travelling kind of anarchist mystics they're on a pilgrimage through the ancient sites of Ireland, following the path of 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏. You might know him, he's the boy who defeated the Fomorians. If you were about, I don't know, maybe 3,000 or 4,000 years ago, you might have come across 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, the ancient warrior who defeated the Fomorians. You might have, you know, I don't know, some old people out there. Anyway, they're following his path down through Ireland, going past all the ancient sites, you know, and what they're doing is, they're cleaning the wells along the way, and they're kind of like uncovering like ancient shit in the landscape, you know. So we'll find out anyway, because what I've done is I've sent my wee monkey friend, sick little monkey. He's been sent down to do the interview, because I can't be doing all the fucking interviews, you know. And he needs to earn his keep, because I have him fucking spoiled rotten buying him fucking sausages. So I'm going to like transport us over now. I'll just see where the fuck he is and if he's ready to go. Hello? 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 Sick little monkey? Are you there? Are you there? Sick little monkey, I'm putting you live. I can hear you, but I don't know if you can hear me. But you're going fucking live now, so you better be fucking ready. I'm here, I'm at the Beltany Stone Circle. Look at the fucking, look at these sheep, boys. They're sheep. Where you going, boys? See if we get an interview on one of these sheep. Hey, sir. Hey. Boys. See, there's not a single fucking bar out of one of them. There's the stone circle. I don't know where these seal and crack ones are, so I'll look around. There's a forest. Actually, I can see fire. There's a forest over there. I'll go over this forest. They're probably in this forest hiding, or eating something or cooking or doing magic, hopefully. You never know. I'm in the forest. I'm going to go over and see what the crack is with these ones. What's going on here, hey?
How are you?
What are you doing?
Just slicing up a piece of meat, cooking a stew, you know yourself.
Oh, you're cooking a wee bit of food.
A wee bit of food is right, yeah. What do you wish?
I'll eat the thing.
I'd say that, alright. Did you swim here?
No, teleported.
Teleported, I like it. Did you use the stone over there? The stone circles?
I used the stone circle just as a marker because you can see that from space. You know. But I wanted to know what is the crack. What's still in the crack?
Well, geez, we're walking down to see the cracks and raise the crack, you know yourself.
You're raising the crack.
We're raising the crack. And maybe by raising the crack, we can stop all the seriousness and start remembering that we're here for the crack. Do you know what I mean? There's a little bit too much of the other stuff going around and not enough of the right stuff going around.
There's a lot of bad fucking crack going on.
There is, but you know what? We focus on the stories that we want to create. And if we focus on the bad crack that's going around, then we're not getting to see the good crack that's going around.
That's true.
And by Jesus, there's plenty of good crack going around. So as we're going down the country, we're listening to people. We're collecting as many of people's voices and stories as we possibly can. And we're also engaging with stories from our past. So the story of Lou, the story of Queen Maeve, the story of 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃, the story of all of that we find.
And what are you living in the forest now or what?
Well, we're camping as we go. And at the moment, this beautiful forest has got 2 hawks, a herd of grey squirrels, and a couple of foxes, I believe, living in here. In the forest over there has got 2 eagles that have yet to show themselves.
Fuck, I don't like foxes or eagles either. They're bad. I'm that small, you see, they come after me, so they do. They run with me, they take me away.
Well, I'd say many things would want to take you away.
They won't, I'm what they'd call prey. Some people would catch me and they'd cook me up and cut me up like that.
Like that, no less. Jeez, we wouldn't want that.
Well, no, I definitely wouldn't want that. You turn about, where all are you going? Or?
Okay, so we started walking on Tory Island the 5th of August, and I've been walking for the last month. But we're looking for the crack, so we're in no rush at all. We're finding as we go. We've come from Tory Island, down from 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 into 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 over the Seven Sisters, through the Poison Glen, up the Windy Gap, down through Glenbeigh, through Garton, into 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃. From 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 into Rathmullen. Rathmullen was a class place. We were hanging out in a schoolhouse up in Rye for a wee while. Then I caught a boat over to Inch Island. And from Inch Island I walked across the land bridge into Green and Aliog. Then I came down the ancient road, the road that our ancestors would have used to travel into here, into Raphoe, and we stayed the night in a castle in the Bishop's Palace, no less. It had its own swinging stalls and a lime tree that was delicious. And then we came from Raphoe through St. Bridget's Well that the community restored and are keeping it really, really well, and then down into the Stone Circle. Then from here we head down onto the Ulster Way. We take a sharp right and then it's going to go sit with the 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃. The Janus Heads in Boa Island is where we're headed next. Then from there we're going to go down towards Benbulben, go see the place where 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 died by the hoof, not the hand, of the black pig. Then from there we're going to go down into Knocknarea, Carramore. We're going from Carramore down into Carrowkeel, then from Carrowkeel over the top by Loch Arrow into the Battle of Maitora, and then down into Rathcroghan, where we'll reconnect in with 𝗦𝗿í again, over from Rathcroghan onto into Ishnok through the drumlins. The drumlins are the small hillocks that connect the west to the east and the east to the west, no less. And from Ishnok then we are going to Loughcrew in County Meath. That is the Hill of the Hag, the place where you can get a slap of the side of your head with a spoon when you need a bit of sense spoken to you, or the smell of warm bread as you stand up on top of that hill.
You definitely a woman that knows exactly where she's going.
Well, if you don't know where you're going, how do you know where you've been? Or is that the other way around? If you don't know where you've been, you got to know where you're going.
I suppose it kind of works both ways.
I suppose it's right.
Well, you just have to know everything.
Well, nobody can know everything, but a whole nation can know everything.
This whole nation knows fuck all. From what I can see, most of it.
Well, I think maybe people just aren't getting the chance to be heard. I think people know a lot more than what first seems to be on the surface. What I'm discovering is all experts everywhere I come in everything that people are interested in, and there's so much information. I feel like I'm getting the best college education I've ever had. People know an awful lot, and if people are heard, then maybe things can start being changed in and around here. Maybe we can grow more forests, rewild more flowers, put more animals that are for this island, and clean our water sources, clean our wells, clean our rivers. You know, active participation with the land. Animals actively participate with the land. You live there. You don't see the point to anything else. Us humans can remember that what's in our immediate environment is the important thing and not the stories outside us. Then maybe we'll all just be a little bit happier and we'll have more crack.
It's kind of like an alternative society.
No, I wouldn't say alternative society. I would say going back to the society we once were.
It's kind of like the main society then. You think the society we're living in now is the alternative?
Absolutely. I think, you know, the times where we used to do everything as communities, didn't put our hands out looking for money before we did something. I think when you could get your vegetables off somebody you knew, and you could get your meat off somebody else you knew, like this meat comes from the butcher down the road who has his own farm. And I chatted to him, and everything that I'm surrounded with, I know where it's come from. These apples or plums are from Inishowen. These ones are from over in Letterkenny, and this Donegal wild blossom honey, some of the best honey I've ever tasted in my life. And then we have these blackberries. These are things that are foraged, but they're delicious.
That's what they're lettuce.
Winter lettuce, thank you. It makes me feel like a rabbit every time I eat it. It is delicious.
Probably turn you into a rabbit if you eat enough. I've heard of that happening now.
There's worse things to be in this life.
That's true, sport. Do you not get cold out here?
Same as yourself.
I'm foundered. But I'm covered in fur. So it's grand.
Well, that's why I covered myself in sheep.
Good idea.
And I keep the fires lit.
Alright. Keep the fires lit.
When I get too cold, I get into bed and I go to sleep. A bit of hibernation. Yeah, I got it in one, you know.
Oh, so you sleep?
That would be where I sleep over there. That's my wee chalk plug, and it's perfect. It's a nice mobile chalk plug.
Do you know that wee altar on the tree there?
That wasn't just me, but myself and one of the other girls who's walking with me decided that we needed to make this place beautiful. When we arrived here, it was completely covered with these bits of rubbish, broken glass, oldest discarded tents. When people that just maybe aren't seeing the beauty of this area and the importance of tidying up. So we've spent the last couple of days picking it up, and I think we've got them nearly rid of all the broken glass. So to put something beautiful there to just remind people how beautiful it is. It's Very important. What else would you be doing? If you see something needs to be done, then it must be your job. But you know, it's not long for the sorting. It's simple enough sorted. If you see it, pick it up. It was a man in 𝗏𝗏𝗃, and he used to always have a bag of rubbish in his hand. And we got talking to him one day, and he says, it takes one type of gobshite to throw the rubbish at the side of the road. But you are a bigger gobshite if you see it and don't pick it up. And I just kind of went, that sounds a bit true to me. I remember that every time I see a bit of rubbish or something that needs to be done. And I don't really want to be a gobshite because they're no crack.
Not something to aspire to, really.
No.
A lot of gobshites don't know they are gobshites.
Well, that's only a bit of education, isn't it?
I suppose it's about awakening the gobshites.
Well, I suppose if the easiest way to to awaken a gobshite would be to find out what they love to do the most and encourage them in doing that.
Well, what if they love to litter?
Well, nobody loves to litter. Everybody feels a little bit guilty about littering. It's a head in the sand mentality, isn't it?
The people are fucking spoilt rotten.
Yeah. Are they though?
Oh, lad,
Do you know, they've got
fucking...
lots of stuff. Quantum physicist rang me on the telephone the other day. And he explained...
A quantum physicist rang you on the phone?
He did, yeah. I was
Right.
kind of surprised as well. I had never met the man. And he rang me to tell me of how something called atom entrapment happens when you actively participate with the landscape. What that means is when you tidy up in and around here, or you do something that your ancestors would have done, which is participate with the landscape, your atoms start vibrating, and atoms do not know space and time. And in that moment, the vibration of what you have done that is a mimic of your ancestors, their atoms are vibrating somewhere in space and time is no relevance. And those two atoms collide. And in that moment, there's a transfer of knowledge through active participation that is scientifically proven. Sorry for waving the knife around you, I am almost finished cooking.
You're not the first one that has waved a knife at me now, don't worry. Just don't put me in that fucking pot.
No, and you know what? I was just thinking, don't stir with a knife or your life will be strife.
That's a good rhyme, alright.
It's a good rhyme.
I must remember that one. Are you the only one living in this forest?
No, not in the slightest. There's, like I said, there's 2 hawks, a whole gang of grey squirrels, some foxes, 2 eagles, and this stone circle. Oh, there'll definitely be a couple of fairies, I'd say, inside here. They say that if you... I read somewhere today that if you go around the stone circle out there, that it keeps the fairies away for a year. But I didn't quite like that one, because I quite like the company of the fairies. If you're choosing to be good, you'll see the good fairies and not the bad. It's kind of life though, isn't it? Schrodinger.
The boy with the cat in the box. Except it's the same with fairies. They're only there when you see them.
They're only there when you see them.
But maybe they are there when you don't see them.
Well, apparently you can see a fairy by looking out of your periphery. You never can stare directly at a fairy at all.
What do you mean, put your eyes 2 different directions?
Put your eyes straight ahead and look 2 different directions.
Geez, that's not an easy task.
No, but now you've seen a fairy.
You can see why quantum theory is so difficult. Now that I think of it. Even the fairies have been, people have been wrestling it since the fairy times.
Well, I think Tignanog is a state of mind, and to be described as fairy is to believe in magic and to believe to better everything that you touch.
Good philosophy. Mm-hmm. That's what we need now, is a bit of philosophy and a bit of advice.
Better cop on too.
Well, I think if people start looking into our legends and our stories, every answer that you need is going to be inside there.
It's all here.
Nothing needs to be created. It already all exists. All you have to do is be in grace. And the etymology of grace is to do honor to someone or something with your presence.
That's some deep stuff there, you know.
Well, you did ask for a bit of philosophy there, son.
I don't mind the philosophy, it's just you have to comprehend it and think about it and let it sink in.
I think that's the point of philosophy, though, isn't it? Is to go past the surface, go past the dramas, go past the stories that
Go past the words.
Go past the words and go into the silence of things. And philosophy can bring lots of words, but it can also bring lots of contemplation and silence. Did you want to? I got a carrot there the other day given to me by a man that I met on a corner who had the original red and white setters of Ireland. Red setters weren't always red, they were bred that way apparently, and I had never known that.
Same as carrots.
Exactly. And he gave me a carrot. A white carrot, one of the original heritage carrots.
You don't have one now, do you? Because I've always wanted to see the white carrot.
Oh, I ate it, I have to say, and if I regurgitated it, yeah, it's something you might not want to see.
No, go for it. Fire away.
I think it's well passed out.
It's gone to the other side.
It's gone to the other side,
right.
where we're all actually headed. Well, I think if you get a right carrot, enjoy every moment, because they're as sweet could be.
Well, it was good meeting you anyway.
You too.
Good luck on your
thank
journey.
you for being so pleasant. I got told you were a bit of a gobshite.
I'm a fucking... No, I'm more of just a bad bastard at times, but... I think this forest chills me out a wee bit.
Well, I think it chills most people out, you know what I mean? But it's... You don't need to... what you focus on, I suppose. Meditation is the practice of concentration.
I can never concentrate.
Then you should meditate. Come to a place like this and it's very, very simple. It's not this big hippie jargon that might be the first thing. It's a simple process of breathing in, breathing out, and just being aware of everything.
I'll go for a wee walk now through the forest and try to connect with the
Mind them hawks, yeah?
ancestry.
Mind them hawks.
Oh, the hawks. Fuck. Well, if you hear me screaming for help,
I'll be to your rescue with the knife in hand, right?
good on you.
Good on ya. 𝗙𝗶𝗿𝗆.
Right. Good luck.
Good luck.
Right. Back to the fucking spaceship for me.
There you are. Fuck me, hey, you did well. I thought it'd be a fucking disaster, but it wasn't.
Well, I didn't fucking get eaten, and I didn't fucking fall out with anybody anyway.
Oh, well, here, I'll tell you what. Here's a wee bag of sausages, eh?
Fucking nice one, man. That's what I fucking want, those fucking sausages.
You deserve it, you wee bastard. So there you go, folks. Keep in touch with the ancient land, and remember, fuck the government.